bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for banners. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done near every girl on my list. KD.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. Mahomes now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ellis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Blue 45! Blue 45!
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, This unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. Finding room inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here's Hunt. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Conley's got it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Kaiser on 1st down. Man open left side. It's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Flex round! Flex round!
First down, Kaiser. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Kaiser now. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Kaiser. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Able to shake it, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. D. Ford in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll throw here. Kaiser. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. Sturgis for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out now the Chiefs' offensive unit ready to do battle again. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's got the hook up with Conley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
On the run, this is Hunt. And an alley to run. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Green 90. Green 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And Butker able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a second down. From the gun, Kaiser. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Benjamin's got him. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Kaiser going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll throw again. Kaiser, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Left, 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 left. Zing, 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 zing.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Kaiser now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, Kaiser. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Green, 39.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. So. Z.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A first down throw for Kaiser. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Thorne. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, we do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Kaiser. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Going deep here for Watkins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Not that time for Watkins.
Well, it's a cold night. And whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Kaiser. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Kaiser on first down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Point after now from Sturgis. Sturgis adds the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Left, 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 left. So. Z.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now it's Hunt. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a nice play. Defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A second down throw now for Kaiser. Henry's got it out on the left side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Kaiser now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
They go play action here on 1st down. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Shed it, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Allen Bailey in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Kaiser now. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. Caleb Sturgis now for the Charger field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will tie us at 24 all. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. What about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. This is Hunt. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. Again with Hunt. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Mahomes going to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. First down, Kaiser, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a third down. Kaiser now from the 50. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now Hunt. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run again with Hunt. Oh, now he bowls him over. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Butker on for the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To throw, Kaiser. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Kaiser again. And he comes back with one complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Kaiser. Past the 20. And it's complete. Henry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Kaiser to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mahomes to throw. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Benjamin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Chargers. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Let's go. Grand 38.
Now Kaiser. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They run with Hunt. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to throw, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Green 39. Green 39. Let's go.
Now Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Kaiser. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. What? 90.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Flex round. Flex round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Cut.
A 1st down throw for Kaiser, eluding the pressure right. It's complete right side to Benjamin. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
To throw is Kaiser. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime.
Let's go. What? 90.
2nd down, Kaiser. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. Now Kaiser. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there in overtime. 42 yards.
It must be something about the night air because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. There's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So that one will be accepted. They'll run it now out of the gun. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Kaiser now on second down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for our visitors, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.